before we get started, I would like to recommend some props. So a yoga strap with the buckle looped, with a short loop, a couple of blocks, and a blanket and or a bolster for extra support. And feel free to pause and go get those props before you move forward. And let's find a comfortable seat. So I recommend putting a block or sitting at the edge of a folded blanket to open your hips and get a nice flat back so you don't aggravate any potential lower back pain. And I will now introduce you to the 8 limbs of yoga, which were presented by Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras text in the 2nd or 3rd century after Christ in India. And those are the foundational principles of yoga. So there are 8 steps on the path of yoga. The first one is the yamas, and those are basically moral restraints. The first one is ahimsa, non-harm. And what that means for you on your mat is do not push too hard, be gentle with your body, and take into account any recent injury or surgery or anything that may be limiting in your body. The second one is satya, non-lying. Just be honest with yourself about your body's limitation and be yourself. Don't compare yourself with your neighbor. The third one is asteya, non-stealing. So obviously don't steal possessions, but also be mindful of your use of other people's time and energy. The fourth one is brahmacharya, non-excess. So use moderation and flow with your breath on your mat to make useful, a smart use of your energy. And the fifth yama is aparigraha, non-attachment. Just let go of any expectations. So those are the 5 yamas. Next are the niyamas. That's the second step. Those are personal observances. The first one is saucha, purity. So exercise good personal hygiene, and also be tidy around your mat so you don't have props you can trip over. And also purity of mind. Let go of negative thoughts. The second is santosha, contentment. Accept where your body and your mind are today. Find joy in where you are in the present moment. And don't focus so much on what you used to be able to do or what you might be able to do in the future. Just be in the present. The third one is the tapas. So tapas is self-discipline. Just put steady effort in your practice. Put perseverance. The fourth one is svadhyaya, which is self-study. And I'll invite you throughout this practice to just focus and observe your body's sensations, explore, and try to find what works for your own body. And the fifth one is Ishvara Pranidhana, which is literally devotion. Trust in your yoga practice, surrender to it, and also focus, connect with your faith, whether it's religious faith in a god or nature, creation, whatever your highest ideal is. So that's those are the 5 niyamas. The third step is asanas, the body postures. strictly, speaking, the asanas were originally in the Patanjali text just seated postures for facilitating meditation, comfortable seated postures. Today it's expanded to a lot of different postures. But yoga is not about performing those postures perfectly. Yoga is much more than that, and it's more about being perfectly content with where your body and your mind are in the present moment. The fourth step is pranayama, breath control. Breathing techniques can include breathing retention with the lungs full or lungs empty. But here in this practice, we'll go through like 2 different breathing techniques that don't contain, retention phases. The next one is pratyahara, which is sensory withdrawal, basically focusing inward, just eliminating external distractions, which helps you with the next step, which is dharana, which is concentration, focusing on one single object. It could be focusing on your breath, or it could be focusing on the drishti point, especially in a balance pose. And it helps with the next step, which is meditation, dhyana. Meditation in a seated pose or a moving meditation through your asanas. And then the 8th step is samadhi. That's the state of bliss and harmony with the universe. And that's the ultimate goal of yoga. So I hope that this will help you experience a richer practice and maybe empower you to lead a more fulfilling and mindful life. So let's get started with an opening meditation. We will try to find a comfortable pose, in easy pose like Sukhasana, and sit on your block or blanket. Try to extend your spine as if you were lifted with a string towards the sky. Roll your shoulders back. Rest your hands on your knees. And your hands could be with the palms facing down or up. Close your eyes. And we're going to use a breathing technique called long, gentle breath, which is Dirga Sukshma. So focus on your breath and try to slow down your inhales and your exhales. So on your inhale, try to fill your lower belly, your abdomen, and your chest. Do not be forceful. And exhale, empty your chest, your abdomen, and your lower belly. But just do it very gently. And try to have equal inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale. If you have any thoughts of your to-do items or any worries, try to put them aside. And now open your eyes. I'm going to invite you to use the lotus mudra. So put your hands with your fingers spread apart and link your little fingers together and your thumbs together in front of your chin. And think of the lotus flower as the symbol of purity. We were talking about purity earlier. The lotus flower is known for thriving in mucky water. It just stays very pristine despite where its roots are pulling water from. And just like the lotus flower, try to think of all the muck in your life, whether it's worries, anxiety, fear. Gather all of this, and on an inhale, please lift your lotus flower. On an exhale, bring your arms down and try to dissolve all that muck. Bring your lotus mudra in front of you again and inhale up. Exhale, let it all go. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Now I would like to invite you. You can bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra, and you can close your eyes. I'd like to invite you to set an intention for this practice. It could simply be to let go of any negative thoughts, anything that's weighing down on you. Or it could be to practice contentment. We talked about contentment earlier. Just be in the present moment and accept whatever is now, or whatever you prefer for your intention to be today. Keep breathing with your long, gentle breath. During our Vinyasa flow today, I'm going to recommend switching to a slightly different breathing technique called the Ujjayi breath. And that consists into breathing in and out through your nose, drawing your breath all the way down to the bottom of your abdomen, feeling your belly bulge out. Then emptying your breath, exhaling through your nose while constricting the back of your throat so that your exhale sounds like an ocean wave. So that's called Ujjayi breath or victorious breath. So let's try this right now. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's also a very calming breath, but it also brings some heat inside your body. So it's a great fit for a Vinyasa flow. Let's take one more breath. Now bring your hands to your knees. Feel free to remove the block from under you. You can put one block on each side of your mat. And we're going to start with our warm-up. And for our first warm-up, we're going to do some seated lateral spinal waves. So try to bring your neck side to side and lead your whole spine into like a wavy shape. Keep breathing with your Ujjayi breath and engage all the joints in your spine from your cervicals through your thorax and your lumbar area. This is a nice way of waking up our spine and lubricating all those synovial joints with the fluid to keep it nice and healthy. Now come back to center. And we will now do a few seated cat-cow, Upavishta Asana, Pranayama. It's a mouthful. So on an inhale, pull on your knees, look up, open your chest, bring your shoulder blades together. Exhale, push on your knees, bring your chin to your chest, round your back, separate your shoulder blades, and repeat. Inhale, up into cow. Exhale, into cat. Inhale, into cow. Exhale, into cat. And come back to the center. And let's do some half moons. So you can bring the blocks to your side if you want. We're going to bring the right hand to the block. And then on an inhale, bring your arm up towards the sky and bend over to the left. Look at your fingers. Try to keep it straight back. Exhale, bring your arm down to the other block. Inhale, bring your other arm up. Exhale. You should feel a nice stretch on the side of your trunk. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now we're going to do some seated twists. If you have any lower back pain, feel free to bring a blanket under the side that you're twisting towards and then switch it every time you twist. So this is called Parvrita Sukhasana. So let's lift up, inhale, exhale, twist to one side, bring one hand behind you, one against your knee. Inhale, just be gentle. Exhale, twist to the other side. Keep a long spine. Inhale. Exhale, back on the other side. Twist. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale. Last one, inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. And now we're going to draw our knees to our chest in Apanasana. And roll side to massage our back and our shoulders. Keep breathing. And then roll over to the side. And let's come into Mountain Tadasana. So spread your toes, bring your feet close together in front of the mat. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your spine towards the sky, and gaze in front of you, palms facing forward. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 3 Sun Salutations A, Surya Namaskar A. And on an inhale, bring your arms up into upward salute. Exhale, slightly bend your knees forward. You feel free to bring a block in front of you. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Straight back. Exhale, bring your hands down, step back into plank. Feel free to bring your knees to the ground. And chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, push into down dog or child's pose. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On each exhale, try to bring your chest closer to your thighs if you're in down dog, and try to bring your heels closer to the ground. And then come forward, lunge, and come forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, flat back. Come up into upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, up salute. Exhale, fold forward to your block. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank or knees down. Chaturanga, inhale into up dog or cobra. And curl your toes and step back into child pose or down dog. Push onto your hands. Let's take 3 breaths here. When you're ready, step forward or hop forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, press on your thighs if need be, and straight back. Inhale into upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back into plank, chaturanga, up dog. Inhale. Exhale, curl your toes, press into down dog. Make sure you have a flat back. Let's breathe 3 times here. Inhale. Exhale. And feel free to use 2 blocks if your wrists hurt or if you have shoulder issues. That may help. And then when you're ready, step forward into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, engage your core, and come up into upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your hands, your palms forward into mountain, Tadasana. Gaze forward and catch your breath. And when you're ready, let's get into wide-legged pose. Try to have your feet parallel or slightly inward. And bring a block in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees if need be, flat back. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to your hips. On an inhale, engage your core and come up with a flat back. Exhale. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. Inhale, hands up into star. Try to bring a lot of energy from your fingertips through your core all the way down to well-grounded feet. And feel free to close your eyes and imagine yourself as a shining star in a beautiful night sky. Keep breathing. You're sharing your light with those around you. Exhale. Now bring your arms down. You can bring your feet externally rotated at 45 degrees. We're gonna come down into goddess. Bring your forearms together in front of you. Inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees, open your arms, open your chest, and bring your knees towards your toes. Make sure you can see your big toes. And then look in front of you. You can stay here for a few breaths, or you can come up with me. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees again. Try to get deeper into the pose every time you exhale. Inhale, bring your arms forward, straighten your legs. Exhale, down. Try to tuck your tailbone. And now straighten your legs. Bring your arms at horizontal. Check your back arm, make sure it doesn't slouch back. And let's get into warrior two. So the back foot is 90 degrees, front foot facing forward with the heels aligned. Inhale. Exhale, bend your front knee and adjust your back foot as needed. You can stay here for several breaths or come up with me. Inhale, arms up. You can look up at your fingers. Exhale, down. It's okay if your front thigh is not parallel with the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Make sure you can see your big toe, that your knee is not falling inward. And then let's bring our hands to frame our front foot, rotate the back foot, and bring your foot forward next to the other foot. And then roll up into Tadasana. Catch your breath. And when you're ready, let's do the same thing on the other side. Step back into wide-legged stance. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to the floor or to your block. Relax your neck, look behind you. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, engage your core, flat back, come up. Exhale. Inhale, arms up into star. Tuck your tailbone, exhale. Once again, feel free to close your eyes. Imagine yourself as that shining star. Make sure you're full of energy in your legs, your core, and your shoulders and arms. Inhale again. And exhale. Bring your arms down. Adjust your feet at 45 degrees out. We'll get ready for goddess. Bring your forearms in front of you with elbows up. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, open your arms, open your chest. Make sure you can see your big toes. Inhale, up. Straight legs, forearms together. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now bring your arms at horizontal for your warrior two. Adjust your feet at 90 degrees. Check your back arm, that it's nice and horizontal. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your front foot. Make sure you can see your big toe. Stay here for a few breaths if you want more of a challenge. Otherwise, inhale, straighten your front leg and bring your arms up. Look up at your fingers. Exhale. Bend your front foot a little deeper if you can. Make sure you've got a nice center of gravity. You tuck your tailbone. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Bring your hands down to the mat. Rotate your back foot and bring it to the front of the mat next to the other one. And now we're going to get into Sphinx. So swing your legs back. So Sphinx is Salamba Bhujangasana. And you do Sphinx by bringing your elbows under your shoulders and keeping your forearms parallel to each other. And you just have your palms wide open, fingers separate. Inhale here, exhale. Use your Ujjayi breath still. If this pinches your lower back, feel free to do crocodile by stacking your forearms together and resting a cheek on your forearms. That's still a back bend. Otherwise, stay in Sphinx. And now we're going to take one more breath. Exhale. So now we're going to come down into crocodile, and we're going to do crocodile twist, which is a nice shoulder opener. So you're going to bring your right arm to your side in a T position. Bring the other hand next to your chest and push yourself until your whole body is resting on the side. Feel free to put a bent knee with a foot behind you. Just be gentle. If it hurts, back off. This is a nice stretch of your shoulder. So keep breathing, send waves of relaxations. If you want, you can bring your upper arm behind your back or bind it with your leg, or not. One more breath here. And you can rest your head on the ground or on the blanket. On the next inhale, come back to center. And now let's do the same thing on the other side. So bring your other arm in a T position and your other hand next to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll over to your side. Feel free to bring your bent leg behind you. And you can put your upper arm behind your back. Keep breathing with your Ujjayi breath. On the next inhale, come back to center. And now you can either rest in crocodile, or if you want to get a little bit of strengthening for your core and your lower back, bring your arms by your side, and we're going to do locust, which is Savasana. So what we're going to do is that we'll engage on an inhale, we'll engage our core, engage our lower back, and lift our chest, open the shoulders, and lift our legs and our arms together too. So let's get ready. You can do one long one or 3 short ones with me. Let's get ready. Inhale. Lift legs, arms, chest, and open the shoulders and look in front of you. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can rest on the other cheek. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now you can windshield wipe your lower legs and rest your cheek on your forearm. And now we're gonna switch to laying on our back. Make sure you have a strap handy with the loop in the buckle. Small loop. And we're gonna get into recline head to big toe, which is Supta Padangustasana. But first, Let's lay back. Bring your knees to your chest and rock side to side. Extend your right leg. Loop your left foot with the strap. Inhale. On the exhale, extend your leg as much as your body will let you. Hold the strap with both hands comfortably. And keep breathing. On each exhale, try to bring the toes a little closer to your shin to get a nice calf stretch. And you can also adjust the position of your leg to get more of a hamstring stretch. Just continue to be gentle. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your leg out to the side. So hold the strap with your right hand. And let's stretch the inner thighs muscles, which are the adductors. Put your right hand on your right hip to keep it flush with the ground. And then inhale, bring your leg back up. Exhale, bring your leg down. Inhale up. Exhale down, and let's hold it for a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, come back up. And let's switch to the other hand and let's move our leg just a few degrees. You can turn your foot a little bit inward and feel the stretch on the side of your thigh in the IT band, the tissue that covers all your thigh muscles. Inhale. Exhale. That fascia can get a little bit like dry gum as you get older, and especially if you don't move it. One more breath. Exhale. Come back to center, and then inhale. And let's bring the leg closer to the floor. Stretch this part of your thigh and get a little bit of a spinal twist. Bring your arm out into a T position and look at that arm. And take one more breath. All those spinal twists are great for your digestion, bringing all your digestive system. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring both knees to your chest and roll side to side. Then switch the loop of your strap to the other foot. Bring your left leg along the floor. Inhale. On the exhale, straighten your your right leg. And hold the strap with both hands and try to bring your toes closer to your shins on each exhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your leg out to the side and stretch the inner muscles of your thigh. Hold your other hip with your hand. Try to keep it flush with the ground. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Try to explore what works for you. Inhale. Exhale. Let's hold it for a breath or two. On the next inhale, come back up. Switch the strap to the other hand. Inhale. Exhale. Just go a few degrees. And adjust your foot position to feel where you need to be to feel a nice stretch on the outside of your thigh. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your leg as far as it will comfortably go. And look to the right. If you need it, you could feel free to put a block under your foot for support. And that's fine. Enjoy the nice spinal twist. Send waves of relaxations to your lower back. One more breath. Exhale. The next inhale, come back up. And hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. And put your strap on the side. And now bring your feet down. We're going to do a bridge flow. So try to keep your heels close to your buttocks. Put your arms along your body. On an inhale, what we'll do is we'll push on our feet, engage our core and our glutes to lift our hips, and also we'll lift our arms above our head. So let's get ready. Inhale, up, hips and arms up. Exhale, down. Make sure your knees don't flail apart. Inhale. Exhale. Down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Now bring your left ankle over your right knee into figure 4. And feel free to use a strap and put the strap behind your thigh or interlace your fingers. Rest your head. And on the inhale, get ready. Exhale, bring your thigh towards your chest. And feel a stretch in your glutes, the piriformis especially. That's a nice way of avoiding sciatica issues. Keep breathing with your Ujjayi breath. On each exhale, try to bring your thigh closer to your chest. Feel free to use your elbow to push the other thigh away if you want a deeper stretch. The next inhale, bring your foot down. Slide your foot along the floor. Keep your knee bent. Bring your knee to the ground. Feel free to put a blanket or a block if you can't quite reach and if you have any kind of pain. Bring your arms by your side and try to ground that hip, open that hip. And on the inhale, bring your arms up into tree, reclined tree, Supta Vrikasana. Exhale. Try to feel all the parts of your body in contact with the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring both knees back up and your heels by your glutes. Now bring your left ankle over your right knee. Grab your strap if you need to under your thigh. Just weave it there. Inhale. Exhale, lift your thigh towards your chest. Or you can interlace your fingers like this. Rest your neck on the ground. On each inhale, get ready to pull for the exhale towards your chest a little deeper. Just be gentle. Exhale. And then bring your foot back on the ground. Slide your foot along the ground. And then bring your knee to the floor. Put your foot against the straight leg. Feel free to put some support under your knee if you need it. And try to open that left hip. Inhale, arms up into reclined tree. Exhale. Try to ground yourself through all the parts of your body that touch the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring your arms back along your body. Extend both legs. Bring a bolster if you want under your knees. We're going to get into Savasana, corpse pose. And bring your feet out to the side. Just let them relax. And now, just relax every muscle in your body. Palms face the sky, and you can close your eyes. We're going to scan your whole body from your toes to your head. For each body area that I call, feel free to engage the muscles in that area before you relax them. That might help you release any remaining tension in those areas. So let's start with your toes and your feet and your ankles. So feel free to engage those muscles and then let go and relax them. Now move up to your calves, your lower legs, your knees, and your thighs. Relax all those muscles. Move up to your glutes and your whole pelvic area, your hips. Just soften up all those muscles. Now your whole legs should feel really heavy. They should be sinking into the mat. Move up to your belly and your lower back. And let any tension get released there too. Move up to your upper abdomen, in the middle of your back. And just soften up those areas. Move up to your chest and your shoulder blades area. Just let it all relax. Now move to your fingertips, your hands, and your wrists, and let it just soften up, just like Jell-O. Move up to your forearms and your elbows, and your upper arms. And let it all relax. Move up to your shoulders and just let your whole arms and torso all sink into the ground. Move up to your throat and your neck. Let all those muscles in that area relax. Get heavy. And move up to your head. Soften your lips. Relax your tongue. Soften up your jaws. Relax your cheeks. And your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and your forehead should all be super relaxed and soft. And finally, your whole scalp. Now your whole body should feel really relaxed. You may notice your breath has slowed down. Now focus on your heart. Can you feel your heartbeat? As you slow your breath, your heartbeat will slow down too. Now, if you could focus a little closer, you may notice your pulse in your fingertips, maybe, or your wrists, or your throat, or maybe somewhere else. If you can't feel your pulse yet, that's okay. That may come with practice. Just stay relaxed here. Feel the effects of your whole yoga practice. We'll stay here for a few minutes. Now bring awareness back to your body. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you feel like it, you can stretch all the way with your arms overhead, from your fingers to your hands, to your toes. And then relax and let go. When you're ready, roll over to one side. And pause there. Keep your eyes closed. Thank your body for everything it does for you every day. Congratulations on completing this class. Think of all the benefits it brings, not only to you, but also to people around you. Push yourself up into a seated position while keeping your eyes closed. Lengthen your spine. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Let it all go. Bring your hands to heart center. Try to reconnect with the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Whether it was to practice letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, anything like negative energy, or maybe practice contentment, find joy in what you have in this present moment, or maybe some other intention you may have set. Try to keep that intention with you off your mat for the rest of the day. I want to thank you for letting me lead you in this practice. Open your eyes, bring your thumbs between your eyebrows for good thoughts, to your lips for good words, and to your heart center for good intentions. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.